Howdy y'all, and welcome to my channel. I am going to get unready for the day, take my makeup off, change clothes, do a little bit of skincare, and I figured I'd bring y'all along. So first things first, gotta change, so be right back. All right, so I got one of my little matching PJ sets on. I am pretty much a PJ set to bed every night kind of person. I love it, makes me feel a little bit put together, even though I'm just going to sleep. This one specifically, I think I got at Walmart. Cheap, comfy, love it. So yeah, this is kind of a nighttime routine. First things first that I do is, usually my husband and I are watching movies and whatnot before we go to bed. So I turn all of that off, lock up the house, put up the dogs, and then come in here and do this. So I start to change, which you already saw, and then start on the skincare. So, not a super complicated skincare routine, which is why my forehead looks like this, because I need to up my skincare game a little bit, but here we are. Rings off. They just go in my little cupboard right there, just off to the side. I usually end up putting them back on before I go to bed anyways, so just put them to the side so they're out of my way. Let me grab my face wash and things, and I'll be right back. So this is just a quick shot of everything I will be using tonight. Body lotion, face hydrating drops, a little scrub brush, my e.l.f. face wash, toner, and some hair oils, and then just some things mixed in from The Ordinary. All right, so now that you've seen all that, I'm gonna go ahead and start just by washing my face. I tend to do a double wash I just have mascara on today. It's tubing mascara, so I'll just do like a little rub to get that off, and then I will do a double round of washing my face. So let me do that real quick. All right, so I did manage to get a little bit of my hair wet this time around washing my face, which is not ideal because I like to just put it up in two little buns so that way it stays curled, but I may have to recurl it in the morning. All good, it happens sometimes. So next I'm gonna I usually grab a cotton round, but I'm out of them right now, so I'm just gonna use cotton balls and do my toner. So this toner I have been using forever. I really wanna try the e.l.f. Or no, not the e.l.f. It's this one, but it's like the milky toner. I really want to try that one. I just haven't been able to get my hands on it. But yeah, I've been using this one since like high school. It might be time for a mix-up. I did use the Clinique one for quite a while, but it was just too harsh on my skin to use every day. So sometimes I'll use that one if I'm feeling fun and frisky, but most of the time it's just this one. Thayers, I think is how you say it. Thayers, yeah. So go ahead and just toner everywhere. So I am gonna go ahead and put one of the hero patches on this zit right here before I do any of the rest of my skincare. Just because I think it needs a little extra help, and I don't want all of the other greasy skincare things to block the actual work that is being done by the hero patch. So you just throw one of those guys on real quick. If I can find them. Oh, here they are. So yeah, I'll just throw that on before before I do anything else. And good to go there. So the next step in all this is my serums. So I'm gonna use the salicylic acid serum just on my problem areas, so on my T-zone, and then on my cheeks and a little on my chin. And again, this is one from The Ordinary. So My forehead has been breaking out like crazy lately, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it's hormones or stress, but I was hoping by 25 I would be over the acne, but apparently the Lord had other plans for me. So the next one, sometimes I do retinol. I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight, just for the sake of keeping my skin a little freer. So the next thing I'm gonna do is my caffeine under my eyes, which again, from The Ordinary. I keep thinking of that song every time I use this stuff. That's by Alex Warren, the Something So Out of the Ordinary. You know what I'm talking about? The song's been stuck in my head. It's so good. So the next I'm just gonna go in with the Thirst Drops. Look, Alex Warren really does he impresses me. Me and my Gen Z, I guess I'm considered Gen Z. Yeah, I'm like 2000. I guess that's Gen Z. So he's been really sneaking up on us older Gen Zers. I never thought that I would be this big of a fan of a TikTok artist, but he's got some bangers. So shout out to him. Okay, so that was just the Thirst Drops from e.l.f. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, just because I like to be extra greasy before I go to bed. Ooh, that sounded gross. But I like to be extra hydrated before I go to bed. So, get it all over the face. And then I also put this down my neck. And just kind of go up with it. I don't know, I see all the influencers doing it, so I do it. Because I've been influenced. So, it's okay, I get it, I'm not funny, it's fine. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything I do for my face. And then I go on to body care. So, well actually, let me back up a little bit. So I use castor oil, but not in the way most people are using it on TikTok right now. I use it for my eyebrows and sometimes my lashes, but mostly my eyebrows, just because they are beasts of their own and they have a mind of their own. So this kind of keeps them, you know, nice and healthy and lush, but also out of my way whenever I sleep. Sometimes if I'm feeling really frisky, I'll take some on a Q-tip like this and put it in my belly button like these little TikTokers are doing. But I've only done that like twice, so don't let me fool you. I'm gonna do that real quick. Don't let me fool you. I don't do this often. But you know, sometimes. I get kind of worried though about it being in my belly button just cause like, what about all like the lint and gunk and stuff that's in there, you know? But if I wake up skinny tomorrow, I'll let you know. Probably won't be the case though. Because at 25, your metabolism don't work the same. Okay? At least mine don't. If y'all are 25-year-olds who still got your high school metabolism, shout out to you. I'm envious of you. I wish I was you. So, next thing, I usually just go in with some kind of lotion. I'm gonna use the Tree Hut Vanilla tonight. Put it on, you know, shoulders, weird, elbows, forearms, you know, just lotion it all up. And then I'm gonna do my legs as well. I shaved my legs today, so I'm going in for round 2 with this on those. But, and you know, it just makes you smell nice and pretty before you climb into bed. So, everyone needs to smell good whenever they climb into bed, because it just sets the mood right, you know? So I'm just rubbing this on my legs right now. I apologize, I don't really have a good place to put y'all to get a shot of that, but here's my leg. So I'm just lotioning it up right now. I also have all these crazy bruises on my body right now. I think it's from the dogs, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I just have all these crazy spots. Like, let me see if I can show y'all this one. Like, look at this random bruise on my, like, what the heck is that? I don't know, I bruise easy. I'm a white girl, it's a thing that we do. Yeah, so that's pretty much, that's the gist of the body care. So normally at this point I would oil my ends and put them into a little like heatless curling method, but because they're a little wet, I'm not sure that I'm gonna do that tonight, because I'm probably gonna have to recurl everything tomorrow. So that's the main gist. I also go in with the Grande Lash and throw this on before bed, just because I'm lazy and I think that if your lashes look good, it just brings everything together. I've also always just been a really big lashes person. Like in high school, I was all about the fake lashes, and I'm big on lashes, okay? So, I think they either make or break a look, but I don't really want to wear them as much anymore. I'm trying to preserve some of the natural these days. Yeah, so then I'm gonna go in with these little eye patches. I put them on probably like 2-3 times a week. Sometimes in the morning before I do my makeup, sometimes at night like right now. But yeah, so let me throw these babies on real quick. That was gross, sorry. I usually keep these in like I usually have like a tub of these, but for whatever reason when I ordered them last time, I accidentally ordered individuals. So now I gotta do this. But my favorites, I don't know if y'all have ever used like the Pixie Lash ones. I don't know if they're called Pixie Lash, but it's like the Pixie Tub. The detoxifying and the purifying are my favorites out of those. They're fantastic, but they're green, and I haven't been able to find those lately. And these, I just have like a subscription on Amazon to like resend them, but for some reason they came in like the singles this time instead of the like tub, which was weird. But who knows? My Amazon warehouse may have been out of them, so not sure. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I'm probably gonna throw some oil on my ends and brush my teeth real quick, and then I'll be back to show y'all my last step of the night. Okay, so I went ahead and brushed my teeth and used my water pick. Pro tip, if you're not brushing your teeth and using hot water whenever you brush your teeth and whenever you use your water pick, you're missing out, okay? Just try it once, and I promise you, it changes your life. You feel so much cleaner and like just ooey gooey goodness. Use hot whenever you do that. So now I'm gonna just spray this little bit of body spray because I like to smell good when I go to bed, you know? I'm gonna spray some in my hair, make my hair smell good. I'm sleeping next to somebody, so don't wanna be all funky. Just do a little hair flip in there. Good to go. So the last thing I do before bed is I take this Colgate Optic White overnight pen, and you try to get your I only put it on my bottom teeth because my top teeth are mainly bridges. Because I had to have a bunch of dental work, long story, but they're all bridges up top, and I like my bottom teeth to match my top teeth. So I try to do this every night to make sure that, you know, they don't look crazy yellow next to my fake teeth. So what you're gonna wanna do is basically get your bottom row as dry, or just your teeth as dry as you can. And then you're gonna paint this on there like a paintbrush. I like to go one stroke on each tooth and then a stroke all the way across. And you're gonna sit there and let, like, with your mouth kind of for a minute until it dries up a little bit, and then go about your night. So it's kind of gross and funky, but I'll show you as best as I can how I do it. But basically, you just paint it across your teeth. And sometimes I go like that, and then I go around. See? And then you just sit here like this. So once you painted it on, you just kind of sit here and let it dry. Put that up. while it's drying, I'll put on my like lip balm. This one looks kind of funky because it has some lipstick left over on it, but have some nice ooey gooey soft lips for bed. Go ahead and take these guys off because they've been on there for a minute at this point. Lose the headband, and it's about that time, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and flip out the hair. All right, so thank you for spending the night with me and getting unready with me. I am gonna hit the hay. Have a good night, y'all.